Before we start off the video, I'm doing some free coaching and VOD reviews of your guys' gameplay over on my Discord server, so if you're interested in that, I'll have the link in the description. But anyways, let's get into it. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, they got Hug. Hug's not as bad as it used to be. Okay, they got Basher too. That was good, but I would have not slammed in right away. Okay, after you, like, this is okay. You punched him, you get the pick, but as soon as you see this guy's in turret form, literally just break LOS, like, walk behind the wall here, or, like, this way even. Just wait, like, just don't go in until this guy's out of turret form, because he can, drain your health so fast, it's just unbelievable. That character is just gross right now. So yeah, just save your abilities. Like, as soon as you punch, you have to keep your other ability for escape. But instead you go in, and you probably would have died, but you made a good play by punching him away after you got the thing, instead of going for a bigger punch. Okay, you need to get out of here. Like, I would have went for that mega behind you instead. Like, this mega over here, when you're in this situation, you probably should have just went for that, and you would have been a lot safer than if you, like, went back into your team, in my opinion. That's fine, you didn't die. Okay, you want to save your punch until the Hog uses the heal. Just shoot him. Like, don't use both escape abilities against the Hog either. This is okay, getting away. Like, okay, now you gotta wait for your abilities. See, now you don't have a slam ability right now, and you're, like, forced to wait. And it puts you in a bad spot. Like, these guys aren't finishing you off, and you should be dying a lot more frequently. Like, yeah, you're just completely misusing your abilities all the time. This is okay. That Life Weaver's one. He dies. There's a Genji behind you, but you don't hear him. He's just farming your team. I don't know. You should be able to hear that, but okay, yeah. Like, when the Hog goes for a hook, you should be ready to punch him to cancel his hook. Okay, you're way too far in right now. Like, you're forced to waste your ult now, and it puts you in a bad spot. Like, now, you're way too far. You're guaranteed to die. If you live here, then there's something wrong. Wow. Alright, yeah. You didn't back out once there, and, like, your team was pushing cart, and you could have just waited until your team got the checkpoint. But now, see, now you don't even get the checkpoint, and it puts you at a bigger disadvantage than you could have been at. You're, like, way too far in, and your, like, team is not even with you ever. And you're just wasting your abilities way too often too. Like, I don't even know what's happening. There's just so much chaos. Okay, I'm just gonna say you're using your abilities way too quick. Like, you're not even making a play. You're literally just going in, slamming, and then punching immediately every single fight. And you're not dying because it's such a low rank. I'm not sure what this is exactly, but you're literally just, like, you should be dying. There's no arguing that. Like, this is just way too aggressive in every possible way. Like, I don't know what to do to tell you to change this. Like, just play slower. Like, wait until you see an opening, especially against a Hog. You don't want to waste both your abilities against them. You want to save one of them for escape if he hooks you. But you also want to save your punch for if he's looking for your teammate. See, now it's fine. Yeah, that was good. Okay. You did not need. No, that was just a waste of an ult. Your team already won the fight. Ult is like a guaranteed fight winner, and if you already won the fight, then there's no point in using it. That's just a bad ult. You need to save your ult for the next fight. Like, once you notice you already got like 3 picks, just save your ult. Even if you die, you're Doomfist, so you can get back really quick, and your team won't need you right away. See, now would be like such a good time to have your ult, because then you could, like, go in and make a play now. But now that you don't have it, you can't do as much. This is okay. I don't know what this hog's doing. No, I would not. You're going for like really fancy plays right now. Just get your punch and then get out, and then look for an actual play after. Okay. You're 1 HP and you're anti-ed, so yeah. You're winning way too far there. Again, like, I don't know. You're just like, you're never understanding what times are like good for engaging and what times you need to, like, you know, wait a second and get out. Like right now, you should probably just be waiting for your team to get back. I'm pretty sure a couple of your teammates are dead right now, and you're just like in the paint. And again, you just punched in. Like you're just like, you're just punching in when you should be punching out. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, you're just not using your abilities correctly at all. Just save your punch for a good punch. Like, you can get your punch, get it from your, like, get your block, and then hide for a bit, look for an angle or like a pre-punch on someone. Don't just waste it immediately. That's what you've been doing every single fight, and it's just like, it's costing you every single time that you die. Like, you're just wasting your abilities every chance that you can, and it's just, I don't know what to tell you. This is good because your Sombra is going on this person, so now this guy has to focus on 2 people. That Sombra should have gotten out, but that was good that you followed up on that. Okay, you need to get out. Like, yeah, I would have also instead went for the Mega over here. Like, you don't always have to go to your supports. You could have went over here. But that's just like a map awareness thing. I don't know, I guess you don't really go to the Megas often. Okay, this is creative. They don't have a charge punch, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. See, now you don't... Okay, you're standing in front of a hog with no abilities, and you only have your ult. So, this is one of those times, again, like, you just waste your abilities all the time without making sure that you have an escape ability. In front of a hog or someone else, like a Kree or someone, like, that has any type of ability that can stun you or, like, interrupt your abilities, you have to save something for escape after. If you don't, then you're just gonna die. Like, that's just the way that it goes. You need to save an ability for escape every single time, and you're just not. You're just going in way too aggressively, and you're getting away with it because these people aren't even looking at you half the time. It's like crazy. Like, that was good. You punched him out. Like, see what happens if you, like, you didn't mean to do it, but if you just saved your punch for when the hog needs to use his heal, then you don't even need to worry about, like, him. Okay, again, you don't need to ult for this. That is just, it's just not worth it. Your team already won the fight. Just save your ult, let him get away. You're also Doomfist. You could have chased him down instead of using your ult. Okay, see, now you're holding your power. Like, I like this, where you're not really going in. Okay, again, you wasted your slam ability to go in for this play, and now you have no escape ability. Look at yourself right now. You're in the middle of their whole team. Everybody should be looking at you. I don't know where their other teammate is. I guess he's dead now, but look at you. If you're in the middle of everyone and you have no escape abilities, like, if you had ult, then maybe this could work, but especially against an Ana, if she even just noticed you, then you're just going to get slept mid-air, and you're instantly dead, because now you don't have escape abilities, the Ana's going to sleep you, everybody's going to look at you, and you're just instantly dead. Like, this is just such a bad play in every single way. You should have just slammed up here, and what I would have done is I would have just dropped down, holding my charge punch, and then just punch the Ana into the wall, and then if it went bad, like, if I got the pick, then I can just slam back out to high ground again. Like, instead, you're just always slamming in first and going for a big play in front of their whole team. Like, this is okay if the team fight is pretty much already won, or, like, nobody, like, you're doing this really sneakily, but you're not, because, like, I don't know. These people aren't really that smart. So they're not really looking at you, but you need to, like, just save one of your abilities for escape, especially against, like, all 5 of them. Like, you're getting away with this because this is a lower rank and people aren't, like, they don't have the awareness, but do not do these plays anymore. Like, go for a play where you can at least get away after, and then like it's just a lot safer. Okay, you don't waste your punch. Like, you got the punch, you should have just gotten away. Like, you had it. You could have just went around backside. You know that your team's all dead, right? I mean, maybe you didn't, but I knew your team was all dead, so I would have just wrapped around back this way, got the mega. They could have pushed it however much they wanted. You could have set up high ground and then look for a punch from there, but instead you just used your punch immediately and it caused you to die. So again, just stop wasting your punch all the time, please. It's I don't know what to say. Like, this is just terrible punch management and ability management. Again, like, don't just waste both abilities, okay? You just gotta use one ability from now on, okay? If you're engaging on someone, just use one ability. Always save another one for escape. I'm not gonna repeat it again. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say, okay, you did it again, but I'm not gonna say this whole thing again. I'm just gonna be disappointed at this point. You can punch him down. Like, yeah, that's good. Punch him into your team. Okay, I don't know why you're charging it up that long. Like, you don't even have a charge punch. You're just like, that Orisa should have just shot you, but she didn't. Like, I don't know what is going on right now. Okay. I mean, you should have been more aware of what your health was in that situation. Orisa is really not that hard of a tank to play Doomfist against, to be honest. Okay, like, again, you just wasted both of your abilities, and now you're forced to use ult. You get the pick, but you could have gotten the pick without the ult. This is okay. Why would you wait? Just shoot him. Get your block, and like, you got your charge punch, and then you just wasted it again. You could have just shot him. He is literally 1 HP, and you just wasted your punch for no reason. Like, I don't know. You just have, like, you need to like change that bind to something else so you're not using, like, holy, just stop using it so often, please. Like, if they still have that like, if they slept you there, you would have just been dead. Like, I don't know. Okay, again, you go for this play, and it might not work this time. You're probably dead now. Okay. Your Moira is just hard pocketing you so you don't die. That play is just not good. Okay, like, again, you got your punch. Just wait until this whole... Like, you get your punch, wait until everything has, like, settled down a bit, back up, and wait for a punch. Like, they have to push the card still, right? They have 15 seconds. Let them push the card a bit. Who cares? You don't need to, like, push it further right now. You could back up to here and wait for them to push up because they have 15 seconds. They're going to have to come through here. You can wait for a giant punch on them, or you could come up here to high ground and then you could drop down on them from here. But instead, again, you just waste your punch immediately and you get absolutely no value because I don't know, you just have an itch to press that button. Unsettling itch. Like, yeah, no. Okay. Yeah, you're honestly just playing way too aggressive all the time and just not, like, why are you punching there? Okay, I don't even know what to say. You know you don't even have to be in right now. You don't even have to be in right now. You could have gotten your charge punch, waited for them to push up another 10 meters. If you don't get back here, I'm gonna be very disappointed. See, now your team's not all grouped up again, and it just puts your team in such a bad situation. Like, why are you holding your punch there? Just shoot him. You just, like, charging up your punch in front of someone who's doing damage to you makes no sense because they're just, like, especially Orisa, if she had her spear there, she would have just stunned you because she can see you charging up your punch. Like, look at it from her perspective. Like, you're just charging up your punch for way too long sometimes, and you also just, like, there's no point in even charging it up there either. Like, look at this. When you're in this animation, you can't move you're just stuck in this animation. Your head is just so easy to hit. Like, you're just right in front of them, guaranteed to get headshot. And they're like, just strafe a little bit, like ADS, move left and right, so it's a little trickier to hit you. And you need to be on cart right now, so this is fine. But just hide behind this and break LOS as much as possible right now. Like, you're against 3. Charging your punch in front of all 3 of these people is just a guaranteed death. Like, this is just awful. And you're half HP too. Like, and she's fortified. Like, why? I just don't get why you're possibly punching her right now. This is just never a good time to punch. Like, I don't know. You're using your punch way too much. I'm just gonna say that. Like, just stop using this ability so often. Okay, yeah. That was completely, I'm not gonna lie, that was completely your fault. You should have easily won this game single-handedly if you just stopped being so aggressive and wasting your abilities every 2 seconds and then feeding. Like, I don't know, you're just feeding. It's just straight up. You're not playing passive enough. Get your block, get your power punch, and then find a good spot. Like, go on a flank or something. Just do anything but punch immediately after you get your block. Like, save it until you actually see an opening on someone. You're just punching instantly after you get your block every time, and it just kills you. And I honestly don't really know how to fix that other than just saving your punch. So hopefully you take that as some advice. Alright. Okay. I mean, nothing's really happening, just letting card push, whatever. Honestly, I'd just go on the Ashe right now. I don't really want her shooting my teams. Like, yeah, that was good. I would've, oh, you shouldn't have dropped, because now that Mercy might res. Okay. I don't know if you don't see that Mercy. Okay, you kind of just let that Mercy get away for free. Like, you know that she has a Mercy pocket, right? So after you killed this Ashe, like, you get the pick on the Ashe, and then you just, like, drop down immediately. I mean, I guess you got booped away, but this Mercy is still right here, right? So you need to make sure that she doesn't just res her or get away. So the Genji actually ends up staying on her. But she drops down here, and you actually are looking at her for a second, but you don't really see her. I don't really know how. That's just like an awareness thing. So she's right here. You don't see her, and she also gets away. I'm not sure how she gets away, but I guess, like, you slammed up there, but where did she go? Okay, so she got to the Sombra, so that, yeah, I don't know. You kind of just let that. That was a free fight win. Like, you could have. Now she also reses, I bet. Yeah, she res the Ashe. So now, yeah, you just completely threw that one by not seeing that Mercy there. I mean, you get another pick, but okay. Alright, you're too far in. You need to wait until you're full HP. Just, like, chill back a bit. Like, make it easier for your healers to get to you, because you're down your Brig too. This is okay, going for flank. Okay, yeah, slam away. I mean, to be honest, this is one of the hardest points in my opinion to get value on Doom as. Okay, so your teammate gets a really good pick. So now this is your chance. You need to make sure this Mercy doesn't res. Like, this is your job. This Mercy reses, this is your fault. You need to make sure, you need to guard that kill. Okay. Like, to be honest, you didn't really do a whole lot in that fight, and it's not exactly your fault that you couldn't do a whole lot. Okay, if you die here... Wow, I don't know how you almost died, actually. This is okay. Okay, I don't know how... I don't know, your teammates kind of just carried you that fight a lot. I don't know. You couldn't really make plays. You're just going too far in when you shouldn't have been, but it worked, I guess. Like, I couldn't really say much for that fight in particular. Again, like, don't just waste your charge punch. Wait for, especially against Orisa, wait until the Orisa uses her spear first before you ever use your punch. And then you also just wasted it on the Orisa anyways. Like, I don't know, you're just gonna punch her down for a second. Like, a charge punch is a guaranteed kill on someone if you use it properly, so you don't want to waste it. This is honestly okay. I just got lucky, I guess. You know what? That was a creative play. I like that. You had your ult. It was a good time to use it. They res it. And again, you should have been guarding that a little better because that's like your job. You need to guard the kills like that your teammates get. I probably want to punch her because she's got a mercy pocket, but she ends up dying. Like, I would have just went for the supports first because then the mercies and the life reaver have to heal each other instead of the person that you're fighting. It's just, I don't know why you just let them do so much damage to you. I would have slammed out right there and like tried to save your team because they just got, like, I don't know, your Genji is doing really good. Like, your Genji is just hard carrying this game, to be honest. You're not really doing a whole lot, and I mean, I guess it's working. Again, you need to just you're letting that mercy get the free res every time. Like, that's your job to stop it, and you're just not paying attention to that, really. You have to be more aware of that. But, like, it's fine because your Genji's absolutely rolling them, I guess. Like, I don't know, you're not really, like, you made one good play that whole time, but to be honest, your DPS are just hard carrying you, and you're just like there, which is, it's okay, but I don't know, you're also just, you're like, wow, that was crazy actually. Yeah, she's one. I would slam in right now. I mean, I guess you're one now, but I don't know why you wasted your punch. I don't know, it's just, like, you're taking so much, like, your healers are actually just unreal, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Like, they're just healing you so much. You're just letting yourself take so much damage so quickly all the time. Okay. That was okay. Okay, you steamroll on the first map, or the first point, because your DPS are just, like, doing absolutely insane right now. But, like, when you actually make, like, a big mistake, like, to be honest, the mistakes that you're making is just, like, misusing your charge punches, but you're also just, like, standing in the open for so long and not realizing how much damage you're taking. Like, you're taking so much damage, and you're getting away with it because your healers are, like, really, really good. But you should be dying probably a lot more, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, you're just getting so much, like, your healers are just unreal actually. But yeah, you're not really making too many plays. Like, kind of just sitting it. Like, you're using Doomfist as like a main tank right now, and I mean, I guess it's working, but now it's gonna be a lot harder because you have Zarya. So Orisa's honestly not as hard as Zarya in my opinion. But yeah, they got a really annoying comp right now. Like, once your Genji died there, you probably should have like backed up and waited, because then you could have at least let your Mercy and Soldier pop off for a bit by themselves instead of forcing your Mercy to heal you. But you like stayed in the fight and just like as soon as your Genji died, you should have gotten out, so that your healers could. They didn't have to do as much, and you also weren't like guaranteed to not win the fight there. Okay, they fed you charge punch for no reason. This is okay. Okay, you're just standing in front of them again for no reason. Like, you're doing this quite often, and I don't know, you didn't really see that Bastion. Like, you're not really doing anything, I don't know. You're not making a play, you're not really getting, like, you're getting your charge punch for free all the time, but you're not doing anything with it. Like, this is good now. I like this, but you did not, like, you wasted both abilities. You should have just punched someone and then slammed away if it went bad. But now that the Zarya is just dominating your team in the back, like if you're going for a play like that, you got to know that their tank is also just like in your backline, farming your teammates. So if you don't at least get like a pick or two out of that, then you throw the fight, essentially. Like you either need to be puppy guarding the tank or guarantee a kill, and you just, I don't know, you wasted your opportunity and didn't get the kill. So that's just like a mechanical error, I guess, but also not real. Like you gotta be aware of when there's Zarya's just gonna be farming your teammates. Like you're honestly probably playing as a main tank in this situation would have been fine. Just like making sure the Zarya couldn't get to your backline and punching her away every time. You're just like forcing her to not go on your backline. Like right now, I would have just slammed just from some damage. Like I haven't seen you really slam for damage and like shields right off the fight. Like slamming for shields right off the bat and just getting a big slam and getting a lot of overhealth at the start of fights is really good, because then it makes it a little harder for you to die once you go in for a play like this. Like you're probably gonna go in for something right now, I assume. I hope. Like, this would be a perfect time. Okay, you wasted it. Alright. You're kind of just letting your teammates die again. Like, I don't know. You're not really doing anything. Like, punch her or do something. Like, I don't know. Like, don't let her just farm your team right now. Okay. Like, honestly, at the start of these fights, you probably want to just be slamming in for, like, I don't know why you're AFK. Their teammates fighting right now. Like, slamming in for a little bit of damage. Alright, yeah, that works, yeah. But slamming in for damage at the start of a fight, to get your overhealth, like, you need to be doing that probably a little more often. Just, like, not going in too far, but going in enough to the point where... okay, that's annoying. Okay, yeah. Oh. Okay, she's long gone now. Okay, you need to, yeah, get in front of your break. Right now, you can make a big play, but instead, like, you got your charge punch, but you just wasted it immediately. So when the Zarya is in front of you like this, you get your charge punch just as good. She's feeding it to you every single time. Honestly, I would have just like either went up here, and she probably would have been scared, and you could have dropped down like this way and probably punched someone at the wall, or at least took the attention off their supports for right now. Or if the Zarya got in a little too aggressive, then you could have punched her. But like, I don't know, you kind of just... honestly, the best play would have just been going around this side where the Zarya isn't, and then punching one of these guys from back here. But you just punch the way that the Zarya is going to be, and she's just going to bubble it every time. And that's what you could do. You can also just bait out the bubble by holding your power punch and then just canceling it so that you save your charge punch. So like right here, I would have just canceled it right now instead, and then you would have saved your charge punch, and then she also forces out a bubble, so she's not as high charge now, because your teammates, I don't think, are feeding her. So I would have just canceled it there, but now you wasted it, and you have to wait for all your cooldowns again. You get the Lucio, which is really lucky. Again, you're holding your charge punch in front of the Zarya, which you're never going to kill her unless she's like 1 HP or her healers aren't healing. You got to kill that pylon. Like, I don't know, you're just letting that pylon. That's like, the pylon should be your #1 priority. This thing right here, you can see the beam going to the supports. You gotta take this out like instantly, because if you just let this thing heal them, then it's gonna make it way harder to kill them. Like, just kill this thing instantly and then move on to someone else from there. Okay, and you let her get away now, and you're also forced to ult. Okay. I would have killed that Alari first by killing the pylon, and then I would have also ulted and then not went in right away just because you were already low HP. You're like 90 health, and you gotta notice that you're not full HP. Okay. I'd go up high ground right now. Like, I'd set up high ground and hide up there just to make it a little annoying for them so that they're not focused on their teammates. Like, this is okay, but I guess you're Bastion ulted. Okay, when you have your charge punch, don't use it on the Zarya ever, okay? If you have a charge punch, use it on a group of people, of squishies, just anyone but their Zarya, because the Zarya is either just gonna bubble it if she's like can see that you're charging your punch, or you're just never gonna kill the Zarya anyway with your charge punch. Like, it's just impossible to kill her unless both supports are already dead or she's already like 1 HP in front of your team. But right, like, you just waste your charge punch on the Zarya every time. You need to be saving it for one of their supports or something. Zarya feeds you charge punch again. I would have waited until the Lucio beat wore down a little bit before you used your charge punch, because you're not going to kill them when they got a Lucio beat. Again, you just wasted it. The Zarya is just farming your team in the backline, and you're not really paying attention to that either. Like, you either have to be killing their backline or making sure the Zarya is not killing yours. But again, your team pretty much just carries you this fight, so I don't know, you're not really like doing anything, to be honest. And again, you did the exact same thing as the last guy. You just wasted your charge punch when he it is a Bastion, but he's 1 HP with no supports. So there's no point in using your punch on him. You just save your punch. You can break LOS, or you could have just shot him to kill him off. Like, Bastion is so easy to hit when he's in turret form. You're gonna guarantee the damage. Like, just I don't know why you'd waste your punch there. You're getting your charge punch all the time, and then you're just not making a play with it. Like, that's just your main issue, is you just don't know how to make a play. And making a play takes like what is this? Your team needs you. Oh, what? Did they cap? When did they cap? When did they cap here? Was it right here? Oh, it definitely was. Oh. What was this? Oh my. Okay. I didn't even realize that. That's crazy, actually. I don't know what to say about that one. Okay, so like I was saying before, you're not really making a play, and to make a play, you need to first find an angle on someone. Like, if you're just punching into their whole team right now, like, you can't make a play off that, because the Zarya is going to see it and they're probably going to bubble them. You need to be more sneaky against the Zarya to get a pick out of them, because the Zarya can bubble them, obviously, but you're also just like punching the Zarya all the time, and that's not making a play. Fighting the tank is not making a play. Making a play is going on like one of their squishies. So you need to wait until their cooldowns are out, wait until the Bastion form is out, and wait until the Sombra uses hack, or you know that she's not near you, or she's on your backline or something, and then try and go for one of their supports by doing what you're doing right now, which is flanking. And this could be good if you do this properly, so let's see. Okay. That's crazy. Well, yeah, that was just kind of a throw, because now you're forced to ult. I don't know, you kind of just hard through that. Like, I don't know, you just have to hit that punch. Not much I can say about that. It's like, if you want to know how to get better, you just hit the punch. Like, misplaying any little detail as Doom is so costly, and that's why you need to be making sure that you're getting the most value out of your abilities. And if you make like any small mistake, you're just gonna get punished, and that's like a lot of what Doom is. I can't really coach that. It's just you gotta practice in like practice range and learn like the hitboxes and the strafing, and just hit your cooldowns on them, because if you don't, then that's just like, yeah, you lost the fight because of that. Like, solo, it's not because you could have made a play in this, like, once you got back from when you were dead. You needed to make the play earlier, and because you didn't make the play and you fed and you wasted your ult, that just caused you to lose. Like, that one little misplay caused you to lose the entire round, and I can't really coach that. That's just one of those things where you have to hit the punch, because on Doom, he's so punishing if you make any small mistake, and that is just completely your fault for missing that. Like, none of your teammates could have helped that. Like, there's no amount of guiding I can give you to fix that issue. That is just one of those things where if you make a bad play, then you get punished and you lose the game. Like, Doom is really rewarding, but he's also super punishing. So if you want to play him, then you got to know that those are the costs that you're gonna have to make. Alright. Yeah, this is honestly okay, just sitting like behind this corner. Like, don't let them push the card as far. Like, you could have sat behind that other corner, and it makes it a little more awkward for them to push through this part. Like, yeah, just sitting right here, it just makes it really difficult for them to push. I guess they killed your teammates, so you have to be aware of that and get out right now. So yeah. Your team just all died to that Widow, which it's not really your fault. Like, you're playing the way you should have. That was just a team mistake, so don't worry about that fight. Like, you just need to make sure that Widow. Okay, again, that's not really your fault, but you need to like do something about the Sombra or something. Okay. I don't know. You kind of just let that Sombra kill your team in the back, and you didn't do anything about it. You're just watching, like, literally just watching that Sombra kill your team, and you didn't do anything about it. Like, I don't know what to say about that. Like, your soldier fed because he stood in front of that Widow, and that wasn't, again, your fault. That was your soldier's fault. But you should have been able to make sure that that Sombra didn't get any picks. So, like, this is fine, and you can look for a play. Like, okay, instead of going this way, you could have dropped down here and then looked for someone to punch into this, because this is a really good spot for punching someone into the water. They can't see you, and then when you're ready to peek, then you can, like, do this. But someone has to stay on cart right now, so honestly, what I would have done is I probably would have went for this Widow right after, instead of going further back. I would have went for this Widow right now. Or if you were like, if you saw this, then you could have went for that too. But yeah, you went back, and to be honest, the play would have been to go down here and either go for their Widow. But this guy was also low, which you could have eventually saw after you killed the Widow. But see, now you're like, this is just not as good of a position. Like, you go for that punch into the water there, but the other way is better. I would have landed on that Widow. Nah, that Widow would have been a lot better person to land on, to be honest. Instead of wasting your, like, okay, again, like I was saying earlier, stop wasting, or like just slam into them to get some shields at the start of the fight before you go in. Like, instead you're just letting them shoot you for free when you charge your punch, and you don't have any shields. Like, get you some shields, play it a little slower, and then go for a bigger punch from there. Since you don't have shields, then it's just a lot harder to live, and you get punished for it again. Like, getting shields at the start of fight is really good, but you're just like, you're not utilizing the shields ever. So you get the Lucio. Turn around. Okay. When you're in a grab like this, again, you wasted your charge punch on the Zarya for no reason, but that's besides the fact. You get grabbed, turn around right now. Look this way so that you're not getting headshot. You're literally just standing in front of their whole team, getting headshot for free right now. Like, when you're in a grab, you don't want to just be looking at them and, like, fighting back. You want to turn around, because you're not going to kill anyone, and you're also just going to get headshot way easier. So, and it might like you probably still die there, to be completely honest, but at least you have like a better chance of surviving. But like yeah, you're just you're not getting any value right now, to be honest. Your teammates have to clutch up for you again, is what it looks like. Yeah, just like again, that's what happens in higher ranks. Like once you get to the, I'd say masters and above, that's when you need to start like making sure you're getting as much value out of all your cooldowns as possible, because if you don't, then you're gonna die because of one small mistake. And that's just how Doom goes. That's how you need to play Doom in a higher ranked lobby. You need to make sure that you're not just making small mistakes like that anymore. Get your shields, get your health, make sure you're landing your punches. Like that's okay. Force out some cooldowns from them. This is alright. To be honest, I would have dropped probably, but you get the pick actually, which, you know what, that was probably the better play. That was good. If they had someone who could stun you, then it wouldn't have been, but that was actually the better play, to be honest. Honestly, yeah, that was good. You made a good play there. Like, yeah. This is good. Nice. Again, like, you tried to do what you did before, but you punched Zarya this time, so it didn't get the value that you were looking for. So it's not always good to go for like a big punch like that, but okay, you go for a pre-punch. Oh. Okay, you wasted your ult, and now, you know what, this is okay, but you can't take too long, because if you take too long, the team is just all gonna die to that Zarya. Okay, that's good. Honestly, I think you should win this game. Like, if you play this next fight really good, you should win this. Okay. Oh. Okay, you need to not be on... You're just floundering. Okay. You need to be on the high ground right now, because this person that goes on the high ground farms your teammates. And... okay, yeah, you need to be on this life weaver right now. That's just target priority. You have 50 seconds left. You either need to be helping your backline, or you need to be on that guy that's isolated. So you need to back up right now. Oh no, yeah, they definitely win this game now because they have all those ults. Yeah, I don't know, you kind of just wasted your abilities. You didn't get any picks. Yeah, you should have just went for that life weaver. Like, you get fed charge punch all the time. I don't know how you don't get any value out of it. Okay, the Jinx just fed, so now that was kind of his fault. I mean, you probably still... okay, getting out. This is good. Okay, no. Don't... You just punch Zarya again with your charge punch. I mean, Jinx kind of threw because he went in, but you also you got the pick on the life weaver to even out the teams. So you could have won, but you kind of just again wasted your punch on the Zarya, and you're not really going for squishies. You're kind of mostly just playing Doomfist as a main tank, which can sometimes work if your DPS are popping off like they were at the start. But now that they're not, and they're going like flank characters like this, then you need to be like diving on them, on people with them, or like going on their supports, because right now you're just like, you're not getting any value, and they're not getting any value because you're not helping them. So you need to be playing a lot more aggressive, I'd say, probably in some of these situations, but not like it's hard to explain, but you're just not making any plays is the problem. Like you're just standing in the open a lot and getting shot and giving them free alt charge, and it's just you're just not really doing a whole lot of anything. You do have to make plays as Doom, especially in a higher rank if you want to climb. Not really in lower rank, you can pretty much just like relax, slam on them the whole time. And again, that's like another thing you're not doing. You're not slamming for shields at the start of the fight, really. And that's just like super helpful for getting some extra health for engages so that you don't die as fast, because you definitely need it when people are actually smart and they start looking at you. So you just gotta start doing that more often and save your punch for, one of their backline or something. Like go for more flank angles. Like you're going for them and they worked, and then you like sometimes you just don't go for them and you lose the fight. So hopefully that helps.